Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 3:30 a.m. and it's your boy, me. I'm here. How you doing? How's it going? I'm hanging in there myself, not too bad. It's like, uh, yesterday's episode, everything down to hey, I want when I look at this video, I want to see all green. Uh, everything went well, so I'm expecting that when I wake up tomorrow, I should wake up in a new Bugatti, or I think I said a Lamborghini. Either way, should be getting myself a new car tomorrow, thanks to Monster Train. I'm feeling so that's pretty exciting. But I do have to pick up after yesterday's absolute ridiculousness and play another run, which is always the hardest part. But I am nothing if not consistent. I'm nothing if not here to play Monster Train. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little Monster Train. But yeah, it's 3:30. I'm one night away from finishing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Final thoughts, oh my god, that game is so long. And it doesn't feel like it should be as long as it is, but it's so long. That's my short of it. Like it has some good moments, but I have put 80 hours into that game. And that is just so much time. Just absolutely so much time. I did not know. Had I known going into it that I would be doing 80 hours of gameplay, probably wouldn't have done it. But too bad. It was mostly fun. I had a good time with it. There's definitely been some good moments. So it's not all bad. It's just so long. Anyway. Anything else I want to tell you today? Not particularly, I don't think. It's another like my week of free time has ended, and it's another busy week coming up. I got a bunch of stuff to do over the next week, so sadly I think Inscription's going to be on the back burner. I do plan on playing it. It's probably just not going to be right now. Like it might be a week or two from now if I have the time. I'll see what I got coming up, but Inscription's probably going to take the back burner because Darkest Dungeon 2 is coming out. You can expect a video of Darkest Dungeon 2 tomorrow. I should probably play it when I wake up and yeah, do that. So most likely I will play Darkest Dungeon 2 at the very least. I gotta make a thumbnail for that still. That's a tomorrow problem, or a 2 days from now problem, I guess. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's begin. I was thinking about this question a little bit. It's a holiday themed question, I suppose. Halloween in particular, of course, is the holiday. And I'm gonna ask, what's your favorite, like, I don't know exactly how I want to put this. I'm gonna say, what's your favorite horror villain, I guess, is how I'll phrase it. I was gonna say slasher movie villain, but that's not quite how I want to go about it. I want to go for horror villain, because that's a little more open-ended. You can answer that with, like, the zombies from The Walking Dead if you really like that movie or something like that. I don't watch a lot of horror. If you don't know this about me, I'm not a big horror fan. So my answer is pretty tame, pretty milquetoast, I feel. But I like Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. I think he's cool. We're gonna be watching that movie for Halloween actually in the Discord if you wanna join in for that. I've never seen the whole movie. I've seen pieces of it, and I just kind of think Freddy Krueger's cool. I like the idea that I like the way that you defeat him. I like that he has a tangible weakness and you can kind of overcome it. I think that's neat. But anyway, generally not a big fan of horror movies, slashers in particular. It's just senseless deaths like that for fun. Not for me. Senseless death of Seraph the Patient today, absolutely for me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get rolling. Pushback Talos, Shadow Arcus, Patient Seraph, Purifying Cleanse, Prismal Dust, Memento Mori. I am not happy to see Pushback Talos when we have Plink, but you know, otherwise Purifying Cleanse, great starter card, very exceptional starter card for melting. And let's take a little look, shall we? Actually, I don't hate the Rationing Scale starter. I'd be a little more inclined to go Chain of Gem starter if I had Shade Splitter. It's still good, mind you, but let's go for Rationing Scales. It worked to great success last time we played it, so I'm down to do it again. We have Burnout Rector here as offered, and we have Burnout Starter. Happy to take it. And we're very strong right now with rationing scales and a good rector, so I'll take this horde. Rationing scales Golden Vault is actually kind of interesting. I think wing technology is better. It's like you skip wing technology and then you just close off the ability to play alloyed construct, right? And I'm not interested in that. Alloyed construct, it's kind of closed off anyway because it's plink. It's a plinkus, but you know. I think I'm fine to take spikes 3 here, truly. Rector kills 1, pops right through him, and then you plink the others. Assuming I don't miss. Right, big assumption here. I could always miss my burnout extenders, and if that happens, which it does not happen here, if that does happen, that's just a damn, bro. That sucks. Rector's not gonna take enough damage to be in harm's way here. Is he? Nah, no way. I don't believe it. But you can do this. I thought about jumping with the 5/8, but I also have Purifying Cleanse, which is worth remembering as well. Put a drag in front. I'm playing like I picked up Chain of Gems right now. That's what's going on. I'm playing these cards and I'm like, something's wrong. Why isn't this playing right? I have wing technology, not Chain of Gems. I took rationing scales. Molten Encasement, Dripfall, Draff. In my opinion, Draff is the sort of unit that they show you and you just click because the infusion is extremely strong in melting. Molten Encasement is also very good as a survivability idea, but we have survivability already with Purifying Cleanse. So I'll go Draff here. And I like... Honestly, Immortal Trade is pretty tempting. Space Prism's okay, but I wouldn't use it to great effect. I like Immortal Trade here a lot. That starting 3 cards there, by the way, from Umbra, really closes off the idea of going Alloyed Construct. Picking Alloyed Construct here with 5 Plinks and no other morsel cards, probably pretty bad. Gonna look for a good burnout idea here. Multi-strike plus 25. I've played this run. I've played the Lady of the House run. It loses. You just die. I've done it. You put multi-strike on the Lady of the House and then you put the Draff infusion. We don't have to mess around and find out if this is good. It's bad, you lose. I've done it. So I go Paraffin Enforcer, basically, 100%. Just pause for a second there as well. True Stone, Value Stone. So there's a problem with Paraffin Enforcer, right? I'm turning it over in my head. Paraffin Enforcer is constantly at odds with Draff. So 3 days ago on the Awoken run, I played the Paraffin Enforcer Draff Infusion idea and died. I died horribly. It did not go well. However, I think that it's time for that idea's redemption here because we have a good start. We have Rector. We have the burnout cards to get it going. We can get there. This does want very heavily for holdover intrinsic burnout extension, but if you hit that, this run is just over, right? An alternate idea is to put self-infused Paraffin Enforcer ideas out there, but I'm gonna go for the Draff. I'm gonna go for round 2 on the Draff. I'm gonna give him multi-strike. I don't think I want to give him plus 25. No, I probably need to. Because if I want to play top 4, I have to play Purifying Cleanse. This run, just like the last time, this run kind of hinges on hitting holdover. And if it doesn't, it's going to be a little messy. What we're going to do is we're going to wait. Because we can always pivot. I'm going to wait on the infusion until after Talos. And that should be fine. So what do I want to pick up at this point in this run? I want to pick up Lady of the Reformed. Easy first idea. Lady of the Reformed makes everything very easy. If I don't get Lady of the Reformed, what do I want to do? Well, I want to do... I'm going to play up here. If I don't get Lady of the Reformed, I want to play like... I think I just want to play a lot of Purifying Cleanses. Is pretty much the idea. Go Morsel up here. Let him chump it. Oh no, I should have played that morsel mid 4. Oh, you fool. These are both rubble morsels. Ah. I don't know why I did this. Brain broke for a second there. Little Plinkus. We'll cutting it close on the Purifying Cleanse, just a little. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Hope that losing that money doesn't bite me. It shouldn't, but, you know. Stranger things have happened. Might be bad. I mean, what is he, 6 burnout? It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, Draff, get his ass. He does 30. He doesn't have the infusion yet. I should play that Prismal Dust, but this boss is very dead. Alright. Unit, Lady of the Reformed. So, alternative to Lady of the Reformed is Molded. Just like a way to reform is good here. And it adds a little certainty. Turned into a snake when I said that. A little certainty. In my mind, when you show me Space Prism here, my floor is going to be... If we see Lady of the Reformed, it's Lady, Rector, Draff, right? That's the game plan. And to play that, I have to play 2 drafts, obviously. And I need to have 6 space. Doing the Space Prism idea just means that there's a chance that I miss the draft and I play a worthless Space Prism, right? I'd rather just take space. I can do Intrinsic on this, but I have a better idea for Intrinsic already. So I would rather skip this. I'm not going to play Perils here. Am I? Not bad. I'm gonna press skip. Hey, what the fuck is this? Overgorge or Legion of Wax, eh? I mean, we got Lady of the Reform, which I'm going to click. But Overgorge or Legion of Wax, yeah? Thinking about that Legion of Wax. I'm gonna go Lady. You can probably do some wacky stuff with Legion of Wax now. I'm not gonna say waxy there. Like I'm going to say I'm just gonna acknowledge the joke because there's like a bit of an expectation, but I'm not gonna actually make the joke if that's all right with you. I'm back and forth on this one. I want to come over here though and beef up Lady of the Reformed. That multi-strike Lady of the Reformed is kind of tempting, but I think I just give her 25-25. We can freeze Molded to reform her even. I have to pass the multi. It's sad. We get to 25 though. Take her to 65, nice and easy. I do want this money just to have it. Bank it up. Hey, there's space for free. Wow. How lovely. God, Frozen Nostalgia there is so good though. If I can afford it, which I can't, I need my space pretty heavily here. But Frozen Nostalgia is just every plink becomes nuts. I don't need to do this now. I'm definitely going Magic Shop. Actually, no, I might go Duplicate. I probably will go Duplicate so I can get a second draft right away, actually. The Palace has to come to this floor twice. I'll play top 4 and we'll just coin flip it here. Paraffin Enforcer here. He's out of the way so that we can play Lady Rector Draft. Okay. Good, even. Honestly, good. I can dodge the pushback here with a little drag. Oh, but the draft dies. But I have a Molded, so that's fine. It's better than the pushback happening. I should have dodged the Ember Drain, but yeah, you know. Take Rector off of 1, and I will put a drag behind. I'll take a little bit of damage, but I don't actually take damage in this run, don't forget. Any damage that's non-lethal resets my HP. We get to play pretty fast and lose as a result. Now the Rector's off of Death's Door, I can start to think more about Lady of the Reformed's HP. I put that card back. I've been having that problem happen to me a lot lately. Very strange. I keep going to, like, I hold up a card and I go to put it down and it just plays. Hey. Oh no, this was 50-50. Never mind. Never mind, there's nothing to be mad about. This was a 50-50 on the positioning of Talos here. It's fine because I get enough burnout to be chilling here, but yeah. I tricked myself, basically. Is what happened. I tricked myself into thinking that this was going to be a different outcome. It was a coin flip. I knew that. Rector should be good though, right? He's 8 burnout. Yeah, Rector kills this, no problem. We can put burnout to the Draff and throw some Abysmal Dust up. So yeah, it took like 15, but don't really have to worry about it with rationing scales, which is the nice part. I can really crank up the brain off, let's see where we end up. Especially in this early game, it takes a lot to kill you here. Yeah, well, I could have died to burnout, I guess. Yeah, we were at 1. A little close, but not close enough. Sacrificial Resurrection lets me add more drafts to the floor. And this is, so when I was thinking about Space Prism, I was thinking about taking it for Sacrificial Resurrection so that you can just bring the dregs, or bring more drafts onto the floor to fill out the extra space. But I ruled it out just because what if I don't see it? And even still, I don't think this card adds enough as a result to warrant me taking space or something like that. So I'll skip. It's basically a situation where I had to leap on one before the other, and I didn't feel like the play was worth enough to risk missing it, more or less. This is a draw run, and this might be a double draw run. It would have been draw space, but the game gave me space for free. Very kind of it. We're gonna go left here because I want to look at the magic shop. I want to find holdover intrinsic. It's less important now, but I still want to find it. Yeah, I was wrong about the duplicate position. I missaw it. That was a removal. That's my bad. If the duplicate was here, we would have gone right for sure. But, you know, not there. Where is the duplicate? Ooh, gross. Not till here. Very icky. Double stack is worthless. Yeah, I don't like it. But Permafrost and Holdover are both good here. Hilarious. Very funny. Haha. Haha. Alright. That's okay, it just means the next magic shop's gonna be better. Oh wait, maybe I'm gonna call everything wrong because of last run, so maybe I need to call for... remove consume double stack in the next shop. That's what I need to do. I can wait on the infusion. I think I should do it though. I think I should just get it done with. You go pair up an Enforcer, sacrifice into Draff. Do some thinking about Patient Seraph if I see holdover. Might hold over the molded. Might be better to have taken the Endless from the Endless Tome. Probably was better to take the Endless in hindsight so that you can play a little more aggressive with your lady. But then the Reform is worthless, so that was my thinking. Multi-strike. With Quill Marksman, Rector has enough health for run-off damage here. A big thing that makes this run better too is Rector. As is often the case, Rector's just going to sit here and he's going to take extra damage for me, which is great. 15 times 3 is 45. I will Prismal Dust you for 2 up here. That way you don't just die right away. And we will keep the very fragile Rector go live. Go live? Yeah, go live. Turn a little goofy. Go live. I don't have a goofy voice if you can imagine that. And my drag's at the bottom of my deck, by the way. Or my draft is, I should say. That is not ideal. Now is it? There's a play here. I have to sit on one of these dregs, I guess. It's fine because we have the space I can play in. I don't take the 15 times 3. It's just not what I would like to see. If I Prismal Dust my lady up here, she does die. Sadly. So that seems bad. I will put Prismal Dust on Director, I guess. I am a fool. That's one crucial overlook out of me there. Pretty minor thing to overlook, all things considered. Not really gonna have any lasting impact, I'm sure. I think we make enough rage to punch through, though. You put the Draff in front so that the damage, because it generates so much rage, it kills the Clip Defender for you. Rector carries through to kill the Guardian with the extra. Some extra damage happens to the Guardian as well. Easy peasy, no problems here. Nothing to be really worried about. Putting him like this does make him Didactyl Marksman, but you know, just don't die. It's pretty easy. And I will punch Memento Mori here. You know, let's just play the Train Steward. Mold back a drag, get a little bit of free damage. There's no free damage to get here. I'm mostly doing that because I want to get rid of the Train Steward so I can redraw my lady, because I don't want to have Rector have to go up against this. Yeah, redraw my lady through Molded. And we will just top off. Alright, Plink, don't let me down here. Good job, Plink, good job. Guess I may as well take some of his regen off of him. You know. Alright, good fight. No real things to concern yourself with in that fight. No slight miscalculations on my end. Oh hey, I get to take Remnant Pact. I said it might have been right and realized that I was wrong, and the game said, here you go, buddy. Yeah, I think it's right to grab that. Don't necessarily have to play it, but it adds a little bit of certainty. Crucible Extension, Emberforge Feast. Emberforge. Well, you know. So I don't actually lose. I lose money for that mistake. I lose 60 gold because this Pyre health now does nothing. Double stack. Okay. Okay. I should take the -1 on Memento Mori idea. Holdover. Okay. I like Holdover Purifying Cleanse the most here, personally. I think Holdover Molded doesn't really factor in. I think Holdover Purifying Cleanse as your survival idea. Keep the lady up, and then when she dies, you have Endless. Intrinsic. I was very in on this Intrinsic Holdover idea, but I think Intrinsic Endless would be better, because the lady she's my only banner unit, so I have to draw her turn 1. So Intrinsic Remnant Pack makes sense. We can keep the Molded and like all of this stuff kind of works together. Take a quick look. I got a Horde here and then 25 more to take. Just thinking about the Holdover Spell Chain Purifying Cleanse. That's 30 HP every turn. A better play is Holdover Extreme Stone. So, because the burnout's not an object. So it's better to go Holdover Extreme Stone. But obviously I can't do that necessarily. Maybe I should do like a Dragon Fusion into Lady of the Reformed actually. It's 10 HP. That's not nothing. I think the idea here though is that as long as these two temples aren't, oh, it's only one? No, it's 2 temples. Okay. As long as the 2 temples aren't both or Value Stone, I'm happy with not taking Spell Chain here, because in the worst case I just get Spell Chain. Assuming, well, the worst case is at 1 and 9, and I'm not going to play around that. Not going to buy anything else from the magic shop either. Crystal Cloak, I can probably delay. I'm going to take it easy on this fight. Not going to take the armor. I think I could see this being bad. So we go Rector, Lady, Remnant Pack. We did pick up this Hell's Banners, forgot to mention. Don't play 2 dregs and feed a bunch of rage. That's a bad idea. Purifying Cleanse. Can't believe that this fucker's just gonna be permanently bottom of my deck. It'll be better when I stop drawing, or when I draw 7, and also when I have multiple dregs to draw. Alright, he's not bottom of my deck this time. I don't have anything to complain about, really. I do feel like I need to put the Draff in front, though, right? Because if I don't put it in front, it's not going to get a hit on this turn, and I'm going to take a lot of damage from the Clipped Guardian. Pretend like I'm looking for those plays now. Keep the illusion up. I know what's going on. I know where I am right now. I think I need that rage. Maybe I don't even need that rage, but it feels like I needed that rage. I think it was right. I think that was a good play. Felt like a good play. Should play the other Plink first in case I can kill the Clip Shaman ahead of time, I guess. I don't think do I want to kill him ahead of time? I guess it's actually better for me to not be killing these enemies early so that I can be generating more rage. Burnout's no longer really an issue. I do need to worry about the stealth, though. You should be in front, my mistake. Burnout's kind of an issue, because the stealth kills me on Burnout right now. So I'm going to be planting dregs at the scene. This Prismal Dust is wasted. You can put it on the Draff up here, though. Then it's not really wasted. I think we have plenty, right? We have plenty of Burnout, plenty of health, plenty of damage shield. I think we got it all. Plenty of Plink. Probably actually want to cut 3 Blinks before I cut anything else. Yeah, nice, good combat. And you can see that my reluctance to take the Endless is illustrated in that combat where it did nothing. But maybe it won't always be like that. Mortal Entrapment don't really do small amounts of damage to random heavies. There's no card in my deck that does that. I'm lying, it's Plink, but I'm not playing around that. Lots of Umbra rares, like a ton of support for Morsel cards and just no Morsel cards. Like Shroud Spike, Shroud Mitosis, Shroud Spike again. Crazy. I want to go to a steel shop eventually. I guess this is my best time. It lines up with a Vortex. And we got 2 Hell Vents in a row. Let's go right. I'm gonna look for a 25 for Lady. Good stuff. 90 HP. Can infuse a drag on her if I really want to. Removal's gonna go ahead and cut 2 Plinks. Plinkus Begonus. Forever Flame, Tempered Talisman, Commemorative Spike. I think it's Forever Flame here, so that if you draw, like, Forever Flame eliminates the turn 1 Lady drag problem. Just kind of like I mean that problem doesn't exist, but now it super doesn't exist. I don't know. Plus, I guess +3 magic power is technically a little better for making Purifying Cleanse heal 18. So when I lose this run because I missed my healing number by 3, you can call me out. Could I have spent more money there? Nah, I don't really think so. This is a shame. Yeah, this is a shame. If I play this how I would want to... I think I do play bottom 4 here, really. I don't want to take a billion curses as the thinking. So we'll play it like this, and we'll take this 1 curse now. But down the line, we will take less curses long term for playing it this way. If that matters. We'll see. I guess I'm going to take more curses right now, actually. I'm also going to take damage from these enemies. They are walking on me. In my attempt to combat the curses, it appears I have done very little. 80... I'm going to put the Draft behind here. I think it matters for Relentless, and then drag in the very back to kill stuff. Alright, Blink, do your magic. For a second, I thought that backline guy lived, and I was trying to figure out how he could possibly live that. Answer, he could not. Maybe I don't take any damage here, which would be good, because any damage we take here is lost money. So we're trying our best to not lose any money here. Mental Mori puts you to 10. I will take a curse for it, but I can kill you. Look at that. Actually managed to get there. Kinda surprising. This chair is so noisy lately. It's getting kind of old, so it makes a lot of noise when I lean back in it like I do. I don't know, is the chair getting old? Can you say that about chairs? I guess you could say that. Ah yeah, this chair's getting pretty old. It's not that weird to say. It felt strange, because usually when I say, or when you say something's getting old, you're usually referring to, like, I don't know, a child. Typically just talking about children getting old, contemplating mortality, things like that. Not talking about chairs. Like, those chairs, like, what? 2 years? Something like that. Goodbye, Arcus. Remember, this is one draft, so when you add in 2 more drafts to this run, it gets much better. And the Endless protects us from any bad Seraph the Patient luck, which could be a problem. This is our 3rd option to pick Shroud Spike in a run with no Morsel gain and no Gorge. Did we see Umbra units on this run? Yeah, we saw Overgorger and the Morsel boys. Morsel Maker, Morsel Master. I don't want Devourer of Death also, in case you were wondering. And I can't have more than 3 units on the floor. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to take space there if I want to do 3 dregs, right? Or sorry, 3 drafts, yeah. I don't actually think I want to do 3 drafts for what it's worth. I think 2 drafts is plenty, but I should have thought about that a little more. That's alright. Light's Gift is pretty terrible. Mark of an Exile is good. Light's Gift is a run ruiner right there. And we go duplicate here. Oh, I do need to only take 10 pack shards. That's a problem for me to suss out here. Yeah, why is Light Skip terrible? I have a revenge trigger, that's crucial, so can't really play around it. I don't want this money. I'm very, very much at risk if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong about a single enemy here, I die. So I'm not gonna roll the dice. Let's play top. I'm gonna do 1 draft in front, and that draft is gonna work on the front Wilt Wings, and then 1 draft behind, which will work on the behind Wilt Wings. Alright, almost played that drag there on accident too. Okay, so we're gonna set up like this, a little sandwich idea. Sandwich maneuver. Yes, I can play the Plinks. Nothing's stopping me. I'm playing the Plinks. We take 80. What we want to try to avoid is dying, but yeah, that works perfectly, actually. End of line of consideration, actually. Yeah, wow. I was gonna say I want to avoid getting got by this next wave, just carrying a bunch of damage through and killing my draft, but that doesn't happen now. Because Plink. Good job, Plink. You die very cleanly. Put up some extra burnout, and we can actually make use of that Endless now. One of the things to say for Forever Flame is it's good if I end up playing and need to replay Lady, but I have to play out all my lifesteal for some reason. Like I have to play lifesteal multiple times. I'm Ember drained up. That can be a problem, I guess. Not a big problem, but that can be a problem. How's our rage looking? It's actually not looking that crazy. I guess it does pretty well in Relentless, though. And we have the numbers to kill the heavies as they're coming up, it looks like, so... Really, what am I concerned about at this point? Not much. Thought about playing the Immortal trade there. It's not a question of... At this point, I've hit everything. It's a question of, does the run that I have built for your consideration here win? That's the only question you have to pose. Does this run win? I don't know. Why are you asking me? That's what we're here to find out, isn't it? I mean, when they're hitting every turn, I guess the big thing too is the Divinity is a permanent target for the drafts to hit, so they're just gonna super scale. They have to. Void Binding? Nah. On Patient Seraph and on the Divinity, I think I'm going to play the Drafts behind. Also do want the Forgotten Boons here. And by that I mean I want to go to the magic shop. I don't know why I said I want the Forgotten Boons. It's just not right. Firewall's good. Extend my HP by a little bit. Combustible Wax is probably fine. It's not that important. I have to figure out what my 10-pack cards are going to be here. Spell Chain or Purge. So they were all Spell Chains. I think I'll just take a Purge Stone, honestly. I think I can just put a +10 on the Purifying Cleanse. Purge Stone Blink. Seems good. Nice 100. Put a -1 here. When you consume your Blinks. Reroll 4 +10. Very nice. Hold over that. Looks good. What do I want Hellbat for then? There's a world, by the way, where the best play here could be third Draff ideas. Right? You could just take a third Draff and then what's the idea? I said ideas. The idea is you just put Rector on his own and you play 3 Drafts behind Lady. I think that's not bad, but I think it's kind of messy. Because then you end up with carry 3 damage killing your Drafts. Yeah, I don't like that. What do I like here? I like the second Purifying Cleanse the most. This lets me heal Drafts each turn. Or like I get to juggle basically my healing. I think that's the idea. Burnout doesn't matter. Firestone Housing doesn't matter. Flicker's Liquor also does not matter though. I'm gonna make removals. Immortal Trade is pretty good of a card here. I can use it to just pick... I'll probably use it to help keep Lady of the Reformed alive, actually. Memento Mori is not bad. It's good to have. Blinks, fine. Prismal Dust, fine. Feels wrong to walk in here with 425 gold. I guess I removed the 2 drags I can afford to remove and we move on. Weird because I weakened my Memento Mori by doing that, but I can just reform. Alright, Patient Seraph, let's tango. This is the one that I took the Endless Tome for. Basically entirely for this, I took Endless Tome. I can't be expected to reform as often as he's gonna kill. Yeah, I could Prismal Dust actually. If I had taken the extended Burnout, I could just be Prismal Dusting my Lady. Didn't think about that too much, did I? I'll put the damage shield on Rector for now. I do have to take a little rally here. These both go behind. I can't Purifying Cleanse an enemy, but I can just play this guy down here and Purifying Cleanse him twice, I guess. I don't want to Purifying Cleanse. I'm trying to minimize my incans here, you feel? You know. You're very dead. What's that Memento Mori? It's actually fine. There's no rush to kill her, I don't feel like. Yeah, I don't need to rush to kill Lady of the Reformed. She can live if I have a turn where she can live, I may as well just let her live. It's not like there's anything too scary that's gonna walk up here, because of the way that I'm positioning with Rector in front. It's actually, I should let some stuff walk up. And I should try to let Seraph come up every turn to hit me, so that the Drafts have something to hit back. Also something to think about. There's a lot to think about in this position, but for the most part it's just going to come down to big rage number, go haha. Take a cool 30 here. This is because I haven't been rage scaling. It's also because I put the Drafts behind. It happens like this, and I put the Drafts behind in preparation for Patient Seraph. Relentless. This might do something, so I'm gonna play it. It made one of them die, yeah. Why does that maybe do something? I think the Draft gets a kill in a little early. Or a little earlier, I should say. Let's make sure I put this somewhere it dies. Alright. We took Firewall and we have Rationing Skill, so not the end of the world that we let 15 slip there. As long as everything else dies, which I'm pretty confident everything else dies. Should start spreading my burnout among the other boys. The units that aren't lady when I can. I'm gonna have to juggle healing a bunch and things like that. This is gonna be an annoying fight against the Divinity, but maybe it won't be that bad. He's gonna really just make me think about some stuff. Sit down, think about your choices. You know how it is. I've kept Seraph very low on attack. He's 29. Pretty good. Happy with that number. Lady takes a cool 70. I can just let her die and replay her again, actually. I think that's the line. Could play Prismal Dust at some point here. Again on Rector. Yeah, it's 10, 15... 15. I lose 1 Prismal Dust on Rector for playing it this way. Can I put a Purifying Cleanse down? 10 puts you at 11. Yeah, I can put one of these. No, it's not quite right. I do 40, or I take 40, I should say. 43, I guess, but this is still 46. It's too much. I healed too much. Alright. That's alright. Pretend you didn't see nothing there. This drag has come back a lot of times. I remember when I said I was doing a really good job of not rallying Seraph to it at all? Yeah, me neither. That's okay. He still has to die. Like, we're so good in Relentless. Fastest run's greatest mark. Damage number goes very high very quickly. Because we gain, what, 3 times, or it's 3 rage 3 times twice. So it's 18 rage per round. This one's gonna be a little more complicated because I have to juggle my healing more because of the sweep. So basically every 3rd turn I have to heal one of my dregs, or my drafts I should say. This guy can go and just eat the burnout, or eat the Ember Drain I should say, for what that's worth. Come on, Blink. We're better than this. Double hitting the Divinity at a time like this, we're better than this, Blink. Alright, I'm gonna put 1 draft in front, 1 draft behind idea here. Nah, you know what? I don't need to do that. I shouldn't have done it this way. I should have done both behind. Too late to take her back now. Actually just gonna play a 6x Prismal Dust here. That way, I don't have to heal this draft for a while. It's pretty good when I get to do this, actually. I think I will do it again. Not to the Harvest Wave. Play a 5x Prismal Dust here. I get to just focus on healing the other 2 for 5 in turns now. I am going to take, what, 12, I believe, here? The real problem is the Spikes Wave is going to decimate my, my damage shield, but they'll live, and that's what matters. So we're gonna heal Lady. She takes 83. We're gonna reform a drag every turn and try not to play it into Harvest. At this point we're set up, and it's just a matter of if the numbers get high enough to clear through this next wave and the wave after it, right? I think they do. Oh, I lose one he is? Not good. As long as he lives. And he does live. He cuts through, all of his damage shield is gone. I'm gonna take a slight amount of damage, but oh no, I'm gonna take no damage because of the healing. Sick. Now I gotta start watching my health bars a little closely. Seeing if I can sneak a heal over to someone else on a good turn. Like next turn. Like this turn I'm gonna let the lady die and let her full heal for free. Is the idea here. Because it's sad because she loses her rage, but she doesn't. One other idea though actually is, and I think this is good because okay, lots of ideas. Let me consolidate my ideas down. Losing Lady sucks because she has a lot of rage. I can save her for the low price of 1 immortal trade. She will stay unkillable for a while. I knew I took that card for a reason. Her having high rage is going to make a big difference in actually cutting through these gilded wings. The reason this would be bad is if I'm going against a multi-strike version of this next wave that's coming up. I'm going against a spikes version, which incentivizes me to focus on making sure my drafts are topped off, and I can do that by playing Immortal Trade. Because Lady will never get one-shot by any of these waves. This is what? 6, 10, it's not enough. It's, yeah, 6, 13, 23, 28, 37, and then plus 5. So 42 damage. Not enough to kill her. I am going to get Ember drained, but all that really can do to me is make me take curse damage. I have Firewall. And these guys, if you don't know for spikes, 3 multi-strike, you want to be around 30 HP. Also a good number for sweep units. If you want to barely live spikes waves, you have to be around 30 if you're topping your unit off every turn, which we are. And I think that this is just done and dusted. This is the run that should have been a few days back, but actually executed because I had cards for it this time and I didn't just die right away. Because I had Rector and not the Sentient. So I need you to heal to full, you to heal to full. I'm gonna keep applying Immortal Trades, and we have Firewall for this for my score. We're in, I mean, we're done. Fight's over. Boss is dead. Rector wins this from this position. No, my score. I take 1? No. My score. Should have taken Flicker's Liquor. Unlucky. Alright. Not an over-the-top crazy run. It's like a redemption run, though. That's what this feels like. This run feels like redemption for the Awoken version of this run 3 days ago that just whiffed. So, I'll take that. Take that as a W. Good run. Good run. I feel good. Not a crazy run, nothing too spectacular, but that run presents its own challenges for you. Because you have to answer how you keep your dregs alive, and you have to answer, and I mean, it's just how you keep your dregs alive, right? But that's health and burnout, which are both hard questions to answer right away. Because they have 3 burnout, and if you don't have something like Lady of the Reformed, you have to have the holdover. You have to have combustible wax, I guess, or you have to have the holdover. What's it called? Purifying Cleanse. Got it. I got it. Alright, anyway, I'm real tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.